Yes. Um, is it Moku Benedicta? Yes, it is now 1 minute to 8 p.m., which means it is 7:59. Okay, now it's exactly 8 p.m. in Japan. So good evening from Japan. How about you? What says your time there? All right. If you are new here, this is Adventures of Japan, and what we are doing is to share information about how to come to Japan as a foreign teacher, mainly English teacher. And what that means is that you are coming as basically what they call ALT, assistant language teacher. And you are about to, or you will be assisting Japanese teachers of English to deliver English lessons to Japanese students. That's basically what you are coming to do. And we talk about the qualification process, the application process, and we are discussing some of the interesting and relevant questions that are on the website of major companies in Japan. Those questions are questions that candidates, possible candidates like you, keep asking them, and they have put them together on their website. And so I am taking my time to go through them one by one with you, and I will use my experience to attach to the explanations they give, because knowing what they say might increase your chances in trying to attempt or trying to answer certain questions when it comes to interviews. For example, they talk about their salary structure, placements on their website, so you don't need to ask such questions again. Once you have read them or once you come across this live, you will be informed that, okay, they have already answered this question. And once you do that, you are increasing your chances because they already know you've done a little bit of research. Okay, so this is why I am taking my time to go through them one by one with you. Last week, we were done with Borderlinks FAQs. This week, we are on Interac's FAQs. And hopefully, when we are done, we will move to the next question. The next company. So if you are new here, if you are watching on TikTok, don't forget to follow this account and also share this live with others. And if you are watching on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe and also ring the bell so that the next time we come live and we update or we upload any new information regarding how to come to Japan, as an English teacher or as a student, as a dependent or whatever, you would be the first to get a notification and watch that video. All right. And as we proceed, I keep saying that I am aware sometimes it's very difficult to be surfing the internet for information. There are a lot of information on the internet, both good and bad and the ugly. Okay. So in order to make it very simple, I have come up with all the information, the detailed information that you need to know about this journey, which includes the timelines, the application process with some major companies, and also sample CVs and cover letters. I put them together in form of an ebook, which is going for few dollars, $17, which is nothing. But if you close your eyes and use $17 like you are buying a Starbucks, a coffee to drink, but you have a book which you can read to better your future or to increase your chances of taking your teaching career to the next level, I think it's something great you should be proud of yourself for achieving. And so I will leave the link in the description of this video. You can get a copy and you will enjoy it. However, if you have any further question, I am here to answer all the questions that you might have. That is why Adventures of Japan is here. So let's dive into it. As I said earlier, we are still on the website of Interac. Yep. So here we are. We started with top questions and we moved on with recruiting process. Yesterday we dealt with about the position. So today we are going to the arrival process. Even though you are yet to apply, but these are certain things you need to know, you need to be informed about before even starting. I believe knowing all these things might give you some clue of what to expect. Yes, so please, this is very important. Stay with me and let's go into it. Once we go along, if you have any further question, once it is concerning coming to Japan, feel free to drop it in the comment section, whether you are watching on YouTube or TikTok. Feel free to drop it in the comment section, and I will pause, come back to your question, and we'll proceed. All right, let's dive into it. So, arrival process. Here we have only 4 questions, and I believe we can finish that in our orientation today. Number 1 question here is, does Interac arrange for my travel to Japan? This is a question that might be on your mind as well. And now let's see what answer they give. They say, you are responsible for organizing and funding your own transportation to Japan, including airfare. If you are a Westerner, you can use a website like Skyscanner to calculate travel costs. Find out more about the cost of moving to Japan. Yes, all the dispatch companies don't pay for flight tickets when you are coming to Japan. What they can do for you is to help you by securing the COE, which guarantees you to get your visa in your home country. Aside that, they are not involved in any monetary issues like giving you flight tickets or renting an apartment for you. No, they are not. They can assist you in getting your apartment, but for payment, you are going to do that by yourself. All right? And that is what they have stated clearly here. And this is not only about Interac. All the dispatch companies are the same. That is what they do. Okay. The next question. When should I buy my plane ticket after being hired? Okay. When should I buy my plane ticket after being hired? I know sometimes the anxiety, once you get the offer, you are hired. You want to buy the ticket at once, but let's see what they say. The answer is, we ask that you do not buy your plane ticket until you have been instructed to do so by the Global Resource Management Division at Interac's headquarters or head office in Tokyo, usually no later than 1 month before your departure. Okay, so it means they will let you know 1 month before your departure. You may be asked to fly to an airport other than Narita International Airport, which is in Tokyo. Yes, this almost all the dispatch companies do this. They will tell you fly to this airport or fly to that airport, depending on where they want to place you. Because remember, the dispatch companies are responsible for placing you where they have vacancies, right? So if they are placing you in Tokyo, you will need to fly to Tokyo. If they are placing you in Osaka, you need to fly to Osaka. Likewise, anywhere they want to place you, they will determine the airport you should go to. In my case, when I was coming in 2022, that time, you remember COVID was just, should I say, vanishing or kind of, so countries were trying to open their borders. And so during that time, Japan did not allow inland transfers. So wherever you flew to, you cannot change or transfer inland. So we were directed that, hey, fly to this particular point. Okay? And also, what they say here that you should wait for them until they give you the go ahead to purchase your ticket. It doesn't sometimes work like that. Why am I saying so? I'm using my personal experience. I keep saying in most of my videos how I got my visa. Because in my case, the embassy, the Japanese embassy in Ghana, they specifically asked me to purchase my ticket, not reservation. To purchase my ticket, pay for my ticket, and bring the ticket to the embassy before they give me my visa. And that was exactly what I did. Of course, Borderlink made me aware that I should come to this airport. Yeah, I was aware before that. But I'm just letting you know that sometimes the companies wish this way, but the final authority in terms of visa, we all know, is the embassy. So the embassy can determine otherwise. contrary to what the company gives you or what the company wishes. But in that case, you just have to communicate with the company. And mostly they don't disagree because the company, I mean the embassy has the final authority over your visa, right? Yeah, so I'm repeating it again. I was asked to purchase my flight ticket and attach the receipt to the documents before I submit. So in my case, that was it. And when I submitted the documents, I was issued my visa the same day that I submitted the documents. In fact, I was given the visa before they go on or they went on their lunch break. That was my personal testimony or story, if you like to call it. Okay. Yes, Bella is having a question on TikTok. It says, how much can an ALT travel along with to Japan for upkeep before the salary is paid, please? Yes, all these questions will be put to you, or should I say the question? No, all these questions you are asking, it will be put to you in the documents the companies are going to send you. If it is border link, the form you are going to fill, you will see it clearly. Previous year, during my time, it was 500,000 Japanese yen. During the last recruitment season, it was 600,000 Japanese yen. I don't know whether they're going to maintain same now or they're going to increase it. So kindly hold on. Yours is to apply. Once you are through with the application and you are successful, when they send you the form, you are going to see how much they require you to bring. I hope this one is clear, right? Okay, next question. Thank you for the wonderful updates. I am falling in love with Japan already. Yes, you should. Japan is a lovely country, peaceful country, of course. Yes. But I keep telling people that one thing that I don't know, which I wish to know before coming, is that it takes time in Japan. It takes time to make it in Japan. Okay? Yeah, that was the only thing I didn't know. I wish I knew before coming. So now I am letting you know. If you are somebody who believes in making it gradually, Japan is definitely your home country. You can come here and live here. Okay? Guys, please don't forget to tap on your screens, unless you want to say you're not enjoying what I'm saying. Okay, thank you. All right, let's keep going. Question number 3 here says, how do I get my visa for Japan? Okay, I think this is one of the interesting and most important questions. Okay, let's see what they're saying. The answer is, Interac's Global Resource Management Division in Tokyo will provide you with all the necessary documents, all the necessary documentation, including a certificate of eligibility issued by the Japanese immigration authorities to go and apply for your Japanese visa. You will be required to submit the documentation to the Japanese embassy or consulate that has jurisdiction over the area where you reside. The process for submitting your application varies between country, embassy, and consulate. Follow the links to all Japanese embassies, consulates, and permanent missions abroad, or read how to get a visa as an ALT. So yeah, this is what I am telling you. Okay, once you have the document from your company, you have the COE, you have any other document they have added, the best thing to do is to first email the embassy, whether it's embassy or consulate in your country, the Japanese consulate or embassy in your country, and let them know that you have gained an employment with this company, they have given you these documents, you have your passport, you have so so and so. What else do you need to add in order to come and apply for the visa? Once you do that, it's a good sign to show to them that yes, you value them, you respect them as the final authority. Whatever they tell you, you are going to take it. And they are very happy to help people who take them serious. All right? So once you do that, they will get back to you. At least that was what I did. Yes. So when they narrated when they listed the documents that I needed to add to my COE for me, I got them. And when I got them, I still emailed them that I'm finally done. I have the documents. When should I come to apply for my visa? All right. So once you do that, you are sending a good signal. You are sending a very nice signal to them that yes, you respect their authority. You regard them as the final say. Okay? Yeah. You do that and you're not gonna regret it. Okay? All right. Thank you. I am learning the language already from YouTube. Perfect. Someone has just started learning the Japanese language from YouTube, and that is the best because you don't need to have a certificate in Japanese language when you are applying for the ALT position. If you have, that is perfect. If you apply and you have the certificate you attach to it, it might increase your chances. But trust me, once you are able to even speak the basic ones, you are good to go. And how do you study the basic one? Get to YouTube, and you're going to get a lot. Just type basic Japanese lessons, you get thousands of them, right? And you're going to check which one works for you because we are all learners, right? Some of the teachers, the way they go about their teachings might not match your energy, your expectations. So you keep scrolling until you find the one that interests you. Just like as you are here on my channel, I am not the only person talking about ALT positions, but probably I am one of the best that is explaining it better than anyone else. That is why you love it and you are here. And I'm happy you are here as well because I will only keep giving you authentic, real, and undiluted information about how to come to Japan as a teacher. All right, so that is what you need to do. So congratulations in advance, Benedicta, for even trying to take the initiative to start learning the language from YouTube. That is the best. Okay? All right. Yes. Let's bring you here. Guys, tap on your screens on TikTok. Please tap on your screen. Don't forget to tap on your screen. Tap, 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 tap. Tap, 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 tap. Tap on my nose. Yes, tap on my nose. Tap on my nose. My big nose. Yep. Yep. Yes, 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 yes. Thank you so much. Apostle, 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 thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. All right. So let's see the final fourth question under the arrival. Under the arrival, okay. It says, I need a transit visa for my travel to Japan. How do I get this? Transit visa, ne? Transit visa, ne? Okay, let's see what they say. You may need a transit visa if you need to stop in one or more places on your way to Japan when traveling from your home country. For example, if you are flying from Jamaica, you will likely have to make a stopover at a major airport in the United States. Even if you are not leaving the airport, you may still be required to apply for a transit visa. United States transit (sea) visas are non-immigrant visas for persons traveling in immediate and continuous transit through the United States en route to another country. Interac will provide you with the supporting documents you need to apply for a transit visa. You see, so this burden has been taken off. If you need to have a transit visa, Interac is willing to provide you with the necessary documentation. So this burden is taken off. Isn't that good? I think it's a good news, right? Okay, next. Some companies are willing to confirm dates of employment but will not give an actual reference. In such cases, you will need to provide an alternative reference. Checking with the person or organization beforehand will ensure you do not encounter this situation. Yes, even though they are going to provide you, they are willing to provide you with such documents, you also need to do your own research, right? yeah, you also need to do your own research. For example, if I am leaving from Ghana and I'm coming to Japan, and I know I need to pass through these countries, depending on the airline I want to take, I need to make some research. I know that if I'm having a layover in this country, do I need a transit visa, or do I need anything that will aid my traveling or will try to hinder my traveling so that I can work on it? Yes, those are the things that we also need to do as preparation. Okay? Yes, okay. Let's continue. Your references need to be someone with a supervisory position over you. This will include a supervisor or manager, a professor, or the leader of a volunteer group. We prefer that your references are from someone you work or worked under directly. Right? How do I feel this is a different answer to a different question, even though it's here? Well, let's keep reading. Often, an immediate supervisor is better than a manager with whom you have or had little contact. For professors or teachers, please choose someone who has worked with you recently or has worked with you enough to be able to give us sufficient information. If you have teaching experience, especially if you have taught abroad, a reference from the schools you taught at is highly recommended. I think this question is wrongly placed here. I mean, the answer, because we saw this very answer yesterday. Yeah, we saw this answer yesterday. So, this only goes to prove that no one is perfect. Even the giant companies, no one is perfect. So don't be scared of making mistakes. Okay? All right. Okay. So that is about arrival. Yeah, about arrival. So we clearly know that the answer for number 4 ends here. Interac will provide you with the supporting documents you need to apply for a transit visa. That answer ends here. Okay. The other ones are they are not for this question, but it is what it is. Guys, tap tap tap. Let's get to at least 2K. Come on, we can do it. Guys, we can do it, right? Yeah. Let's go. The next question, which is orientation. Orientation means once you are here in Japan, before you start your job, they are going to give you some insights, the do's and the don'ts. Even though they will start telling you about all those things before you come, they are still going to give you arrival orientation. Okay? So let's see what they have here. Question 1. Who is offered the initial orientation and training? Yes, who is offered this orientation and initial training? Let's see. They say the answer is online orientation, that's pre-departure and initial orientation and training upon arrival are available to all new Interac ALTs. Yes, this one is not only for Interac ALTs. All the dispatch companies are, well, at least I know Borderlink. That is what we are seeing here on Interac's website. I know about Nova. And yeah, once at least 3 companies that I know have been doing this, I can say most of the dispatch companies are doing the same thing for their newly recruited applicants. I know Geba does it. Yes, Geba. They also do the same. So yeah, most of the companies do the same thing. All right. So that is about that. The next one is who pays for the transportation from the airport to the initial orientation and transportation or and the training venue to hotel? Good question. Let's see what they say. The answer here is you are responsible for your own transportation costs, that's if applicable, to the venue stroke hotel where the initial orientation and training will be held. Once there, all Interact related travel costs will be reimbursed by the company. What this simply means is that first, when you arrive in Japan, if they tell you your how do you call it? Your training center is going to be in Hokkaido, and they directed you to land at an airport in Sapporo. Once you land there, you are going to take the transportation you are going to take to the venue is borne by you. You are responsible for that cost. But once you are there, anything you do from there now, the company will reimburse you. That is what this means. Okay? So first, you're coming in Japan, your flight ticket, you are responsible for that. And when you get to Japan and you are going to the training center, you are responsible for that transportation cost. But once you reach there, you become an Interac personality. Everything you do now belongs to Interac. Mostly, at least from, daytime, like just like working time. But in the evenings, whatever you do, that is off work, after work. So that one, you are responsible for it. That is what this simply means. Okay? Number three. Number three here. Where will I stay during the initial orientation and training? Okay. The answer is Interac will organize and cover the expenses for the accommodations, that is hotel or similar shared room type, during the initial orientation and training. Prior to your arrival in Japan, you will be provided with this information, including thorough directions from the airport to the initial orientation and training venues from hotel or placement location. Should you arrive in Japan earlier than the date requested, you will be responsible for arranging your own accommodations. Depending on your placement location, you might be invited to attend the orientation and training directly with your branch, full stop. We will inform you of this once you have accepted a placement and prior to your arrival. Yes, so like I said earlier, once you arrive in Japan, and from the train station or from the airport to the training center, you are going to be responsible for that. But once you get to the accommodation that the Interac has provided and which you are aware of, once you get there, anything from there becomes Interac's burden. Okay, so that is basically what this means. Okay, I hope it is clear enough. All right. Next question. Number 4 here. And we are going to the very interesting one, which is finances. Or yeah. So please stay with me. We are getting there. Question 4 here says, what is the initial orientation and training program like? Fair question. Let's see what they're saying. The answer is you will be offered a comprehensive initial orientation and training program upon arrival. This will help you learn about Japanese schools, the company, and to get accustomed to life in Japan. Sessions include an introduction to the Japanese school system, school activities, and working in elementary schools, as well as how to develop life skills and the social awareness needed to live in Japan. For example, how to find items and managing culture shock in Japan. Yes, certainly, once you are coming from a different country, when you get here, you are certainly going to get a shock. That one is non-negotiable. The language is going to be a shock. Certain things are going to be a shock to you. For me, I did not get here before I got the shock, the first shock, when I heard that in Japan, taxis, drivers open taxis doors for passengers. Like passengers don't open doors for taxis. I was so shocked. And when I got here, it was true. When you order for a taxi, the car comes to stop and the driver presses a button and the door opens. You enter, driver presses a button, the door closes. That was a shocker to me when I heard about it. Because Borderling was organizing an online orientation for us once you are recruited. That is something they do. And like we read in Interac's answer a short while ago, they also organize online trainings before you even start your journey to Japan. So yeah, basically all the companies do something like that. Okay? And it's a good thing. Okay. And they continue. For men, a dress shirt, tie, and the business style pants are required for attending the orientation and training. For women, smart professional attire, which includes skirt below the knees or business style suit, is required. Okay, so these ones I don't need to say much about them. We already know. Once you are a teacher or you want to be a teacher, we know that teachers have to be role models. And in Japan, you cannot wear especially blue jeans to school, blue pants as a man. No. As a woman, so. As a woman also, you don't need to wear blue pants to school. It's a no-no, especially in public schools in Japan. No, it is not done. So please be aware of that. Okay? All right. Let's get into the financial aspects. Financial aspects. Wow. This is going to be an interesting one. But before we continue, let me make this announcement for the new people joining us. I am doing all these things to assist you and also to break everything down for you. Kindly get a copy of this book, and you are not going to regret it because it has everything you need to know about this ALT journey. It includes certain things I am unable to say here. So you need to get a copy so that you would put yourself above others who might not get such information. Okay? All right, back to the issues we are discussing. Okay. Question 1 here under financial. They say, how much money will I need to bring with me to Japan for setup costs? Okay, I think this question is exactly what Bella asked a while ago. Bella, I think you asked, how much can an ALT travel along with to Japan for upkeep before the salary is paid, please? Exactly what the question is here. So you see, these are live questions we are dealing with. You understand? So it's good we do this so that we all clear our doubts, so that we are aware that when we are applying to become an ALT in Japan, we will need this amount or that amount. So one more time, thank you so much for putting up this question, Bella, because this is a real and authentic question you have put up. And right now it has popped up. So thank you so much for bringing it up. Okay, let's see what answer they give. So Interac says, we recommend that you bring 500,000 yen to ensure a smooth transition. So you see, they are still recommending 500,000 yen. This was what Borderling recommended when I was coming as an ALT as well. But just the just ended recruitment, I mean, people who were recruited last year and they came this year, they were asked to come with 600,000 Japanese yen. Okay. All right. Someone says, what is the equivalent of 500,000 in dollars? I think you can just put that same question in Google right now. Please do it and let us know in the comment section. Please. Let's see who is it. Nelson. Yes, Nelson. Please just copy this and put in Google and let us know what you find. Okay. All right. So where were we? Okay. This money will be used to pay the initial costs of moving into your apartment in Japan and other expenses until your first payday. Please be prepared to bring the majority of the advised funds with you. Oh, okay. Even Interac is saying bring majority of the advised fund, which means you don't have to bring all. Oh, wow. Interac. Okay. Yeah. But for modeling, you have to bring everything. Okay? You need to bring everything. Yeah. Okay. So let's keep going. They say successful applicants or candidates may be offered some financial assistance up to 250,000 yen in the form of a short-term loan with an interest of 2% per year on the principal amount borrowed. Your loan will be deposited into your bank account when it is opened, so please do not plan on using this money for at least 2 to 3 weeks after you arrive. Oh wow, I never knew that Interac gives loan to their candidates. So you see, this could mean the reason why people say they are one of the best companies, and I will agree with them. Because if a company could assist newly recruited ALTs to give them loans, I think they have done a lot of good job. They've done a great job for them. Yeah, so I will agree with anybody who says Interact is a good company. All right, that is about that. Next question is number 2. How should I bring my money to Japan? Oh, okay. This is a very interesting question as well. How do I bring my money to Japan? Okay. Let's see what they are saying. The answer they are giving is, it is important that your money is available to you in accessible cash. Accessible cash. This can be in a form of cash travelers checks or on a Visa debit card. You are strongly advised not to have your money on a credit card. Oh, okay. Okay, so they are saying you don't put your money on a credit card, all right? You can have it on travelers checks or Visa debit cards. Okay. Visa debit cards are usable in ATM machines at most post offices and 7-Eleven convenience stores in Japan, but you may be limited in how much cash you can withdraw. Yes. So 7-Eleven is one of the convenience stores in Japan. In Japan, we have stores that are known as convenience stores, and they don't close. They work 24/7, 7 days a week. Yeah, 24 hours, 7 days a week. And they have ATMs. So they are recommending that the 7-Eleven ATMs can help you withdraw money from some of the cards, and it's a fact. Their ATMs are very, very universal and they accept almost all international cards. So yeah, that is what they mean by that over here. Okay. The continuation is, many ATMs do not accept MasterCards, Maestro, or Cyrus branded cards. Yes, many ATMs do not, but 7-Eleven ATMs do. Okay. All right, so you have to choose 7-Eleven. So if you are somewhere and 7-Eleven is the closest or the nearest to you, that's bingo. Yes, bingo. Let's continue. No matter how you bring your money to Japan, be sure to bring your funds in major, easily convertible currencies such as Japanese yen, US dollars, euros, or pound sterling. Pound sterling that's issued by the Bank of England. Please be careful to avoid pounds sterling issued by non-Banks of England institutions or in Northern Ireland, as there has been cases where a new Interac ALT has experienced trouble exchanging at Japanese banks. Wow. If you are watching me from US or England, please, this is very, very important. You should be careful with this information because imagine you come with money and you cannot convert because they are saying that you cannot convert. It will be frustrating. So please be informed that the best currency now should be the US dollar or Japanese yen. If you can get it from your home, that's fine. Perfect. Okay? All right. Next one, they said more details will be provided during the placement process. Yeah, so they will give you more insight during the placement process. Good. Number 3 here, they say, if I need a loan, how is this handled? Okay, let's see what they are saying. The answer to this question is, if you require a loan, please inform us at the interview stage. Oh, really? So you have to inform them early at the interview stage. Wow. At the interview stage. Wow. Okay. You will need to provide details on exact how much you will need. Waiting until just before arriving in Japan will result in your loan payment being delayed. Okay, not that it will not be paid, but just delayed. Okay. The way the loan is processed is bullet 1. At the placement stage, you request the loan by email from the Tokyo office. That's up to 250,000 yen maximum, repayable over a maximum of 10 months. Okay. Repayment must be completed within the term of your contract. Yeah. Bullet number 2. The Tokyo office will allocate the funds. Bullet number 3. During the initial orientation and training in Japan, submit a loan application form to your branch. Okay. Bullet number 4. Once your bank account is set up, that's after moving to your placement, Interac will deposit the loan amount into your account. Please note that you will need to bring enough cash to live on until the loan can be deposited onto your account or into your account, which takes approximately 2 to 3 weeks. Here are some tips for budgeting in Japan to help your money go further. Okay, so what they are saying is Interac can give you loan, but you need to be also prepared. Okay, their loan can take up to 3 months. Up to 3 weeks. That is why they are encouraging you to come with such an amount so that you can live your life somewhere before you get the loan. You understand? So yeah, I think this is a good thing. I have never known about this until now. So yeah, it's a good thing. That's great. Question number 4 here. Do I need to pay taxes while I live and work in Japan? Yeah. The simple answer is yes. You can learn about taxes in Japan here on our website. Yes, it's a fact. Everything you do in Japan, you pay tax. Everything you buy, you pay tax. Everything you do in Japan, you pay tax. So yeah, the simple answer is yes, you pay tax. Okay. Number 5. Number 5 says, are advancement opportunities available within the company? Oh. Are advancement opportunities available within the company? Let's see what they are saying. The answer is advancement opportunities are available from time to time. These positions will come with a suitable remuneration. Yes. Yes, that's it. They have advancement opportunities, which means once you are with them and you are performing well to their satisfaction, your school is writing good reports about you, you have the chance to be promoted, to become a supervisor, to also assist other ALTs who are coming, which means with your experience in Japan, you are good to help others who are coming. Just like as I have gathered experience which might not be up to someone's experience, but I think I have gathered something which I need to share with you, and I'm sharing. So yeah, you have opportunity to advance to the next level. So yeah, that is what they say. Okay, this is what they are saying, and I think it's an interesting opportunity for you. So please, this is about coming to Japan as a English teacher. All this we are saying is because you can use this as an opportunity to answer questions during interviews. Okay? You already know about these things. So what you need to do, you don't need to fear anything. Just wait patiently. When the time of application comes, put in your application. Go through my channel. I have made videos about how to pass interview questions. I have provided even some sample interview questions, even in the ebook I provided. You can find all of them and prepare yourself, be ready for the interview. And you can make it. Once I am here, you can also make it. All right? Okay. So I think we will end this for now. If you are watching the replay on YouTube, don't forget to check this playlist on your screen. Yes, if you are watching a replay, check the playlist here, and you are going to get how to apply to ALT positions in Japan. I will see you tomorrow, because for tomorrow, we will be diving into interesting topics like health and personal matters and technology. Yes. So don't miss it. We'll continue tomorrow. From YouTube, I'll say, see you. Don't forget to check the playlist, because you're going to get interesting stuff in those videos. See you. Bye.